You're listening to Daily Horoscope for your zodiac sign with Stephanie Campos. I'm your host, Stephanie Campos, and I am a practicing astrologer, psychic medium, and witch. In each daily episode, I covered a detailed overview of the astrology of the day and what you can expect from full moons to Mercury retrogrades. I've got you covered. And of course, there is always a personalized horoscope for your zodiac sign. If you scroll down in the show notes, there are always timestamps included for your convenience. And a quick pro tip before we dive in, I do recommend listening to your horoscope based on your rising sign for more accuracy. And if you are loving this podcast, don't be shy, leave a rating. Hell, even a review. I'm a one human show and produce each and every episode every day just for you. And your support means so much. Now let's get into the astrology of the day. This is your daily horoscope for Saturday, December 13th, 2025. The action starts out around 8:30 a.m. when Mercury in Sagittarius forms a sextile with Pluto in Aquarius. This is taking place at 2 degrees, and it's going to bring us back to October 30th, the last time Mercury met with Pluto in this cosmic formation. Mercury is the planet of communication, our mind, and Pluto is the planet of transformation, of depth, of healing, and rebirth. So this energy is lovely on a personal level for shattering your own limiting beliefs, saying goodbye to thought patterns that are keeping you stuck and stagnant, as well as your habits and your routines. The little tiny habits that you kind of just brush off that are keeping you stuck, or the little habits that you make excuses for not doing that you know your future self would do. That is kind of where the magic lies. It's in the work we're avoiding. And when Mercury and Pluto come together in a gentle way, it can help us make those shifts and those changes. So this is really magical and powerful energy. Mercury is also our sense of community, and Pluto can be very healing. So this is a wonderful time for organizing, getting involved, for knocking on your neighbor's door and bringing them some cookies, or telling them how much you appreciate them, or just making more of an effort with people in your everyday life. You might also learn news that feels transformative or healing and can feel like it's a fresh start in some way. Now, in the backdrop of the day, we have the moon in Libra forming a sextile with Venus in Sagittarius around 5 p.m. This is lovely. This is supportive. And when the moon and Venus come together, it's just one of my favorite cosmic connections because it means our creativity is flowing. We're acting in alignment with our personal values. And it's also a moment where our interactions with others just feel affirming and are going smoothly. Aries, when Mercury in Sagittarius forms a sextile with Pluto in Aquarius, this is going to bring a rush of energy and inspiration and ideas your way. This is a great time for communicating from your soul, for having deep and healing conversations in your friendships with collaborative partners, creative partners, for going on a date with someone your friend suggests or sets you up with, for making a decision to study something that feels transformative or like it could be profound in bringing you closer to some of your dreams for the future. This is also lovely energy for organizing, for gaining attention and making a difference based on your values and what you believe in. Your audience is tuned in and paying attention, so speak out and share from the heart. Taurus, when Mercury in Sagittarius forms a sextile with Pluto in Aquarius, this could be a moment where someone is ready to invest in you and your ideas. Maybe you are negotiating a contract, or there's a new work opportunity that pops up, or maybe there's an interaction with someone that feels healing, or a relationship deepens, or maybe you are asking for help, or someone shows up and offers support when you need it most. This can really be grounding energy in your close relationships that feels healing and brings you closer together. And this also looks like making important investments in your future, your life path, and whatever major goals you are focused on. Gemini, when Mercury in Sagittarius forms a sextile with Pluto in Aquarius, this is a great day for having deep and meaningful conversations with the one-on-one people in your life. Whether it's a lover, a family member, a roommate, or a best friend, you can plan for the future when you show up and wear your heart on your sleeve. And you share the feelings and you talk about the topics that sometimes you tend to avoid. This could also look like a positive development regarding one of your goals. Maybe there's a new contract or opportunity that pops up. Maybe you find a new mentor or the right class or course to take, but your mind is full of ideas and you are feeling hopeful about what comes next. Cancer, when Mercury in Sagittarius forms a sextile with Pluto in Aquarius, this energy is deep, meaningful, and healing. This is a great day for embracing change when it comes to your own habits and patterns and daily life and schedule. Maybe someone shows up and helps you. Maybe you smooth over a misunderstanding, or you get back on the same page as a coworker or boss who you were just feeling frustrated or underappreciated by. Maybe you receive some words of affirmation or that pat on the back for showing up consistently and working so hard. This is also a great time for embracing change, surrendering to what you cannot control, and the energy is quite productive as well. Leo, when Mercury in Sagittarius forms a sextile with Pluto in Aquarius, you are full of inspiration. This is a great time for creativity and romance. So if you have something important that you want to share, this is a great time to self-express, to share your gifts, your talents, your ideas with other people, to send that elevator pitch, to tell a crush you like them. People are receptive and curious about what you have to say and share. There could also be some sort of creative idea that you're excited about. Maybe there's a new opportunity or contract or client relationship that feels transformative or healing or just in alignment with where you are headed next. This also is great for having vulnerable conversations in your romantic relationships, discussing the future, discussing your needs, your desires, your kinks and pleasures as well. Virgo, when Mercury in Sagittarius forms a sextile with Pluto in Aquarius, this energy is great for releasing what no longer serves you. You are definitely more fixated on your personal life, your private life, your home, and your relationships with primary caregivers, as well as your chosen family. Maybe you're reflecting more on the people who show up for you day in and day out, and you're just feeling a deep sense of gratitude for these people in your life. This is also a great time for ancestral work, for ancestral elevation, ancestral veneration, or healing, releasing cycles, breaking cycles and patterns that influence your daily life and schedule, and choosing to operate on a new frequency. Libra, when Mercury in Sagittarius forms a sextile with Pluto in Aquarius, this can bring deep and meaningful conversations and news your way. This particularly impacts your relationships with your siblings, with your best friends, and extended family members. This is also a great time for romance, flirty text, and for going on a first date, for telling someone you have a crush on them, for updating your dating profile, for taking an idea regarding a creative hobby or project, something that you enjoy and are passionate about, and putting it into action. Conversations feel meaningful. They leave you feeling hopeful, and they can also be healing, especially healing for your inner child or your inner teen in some way. Scorpio, when Mercury in Sagittarius forms a sextile with Pluto in Aquarius, this can bring a sense of financial security or even emotional security. This can also look like giving or receiving a thoughtful gift. Maybe you receive a family heirloom. Maybe you have a deep conversation with a family member or a chosen family member that gives you a confidence boost, or it makes you feel affirmed, like you're on the right path and like you're understood. This could also look like some sort of financial development that leads to more financial security. Maybe you're signing a contract. Maybe you're ready to ask for a raise or a promotion as well. Sagittarius, you are the main character when Mercury in your sign forms a sextile with Pluto in Aquarius. And this can bring deep, healing, transformative conversations and interactions your way. You could have a conversation with a friend that feels meaningful. You could have a revelation with a sibling dynamic or an extended family member. Maybe there's a contract that arrives that feels transformative or makes you feel empowered. Maybe you kick a limiting belief. This is also great for shifting your own mindset and the way that you speak to yourself. This can also help you come up with solutions to pursue some of your personal goals and also give you the courage and confidence to communicate and share your ideas with others and to put your gifts and your talents out there. It's time to soak up some spotlight. Capricorn, when Mercury in Sagittarius forms a sextile with Pluto in Aquarius, this is a great time to slow down. Even if there are tons of things you need to get done, spending some time alone, tuning out other people's opinions and voices can really help you lean into that intuitive knowing and guidance and make decisions from that place that are in alignment. It's also possible you are working on some finishing touches on a project behind the scenes. Maybe you are also developing or honing a spiritual practice, or you have signs and symbols that pop up throughout your day that give you the reassurance and confidence you've been looking for. Aquarius, when Mercury in Sagittarius forms a sextile with Pluto in your sign, this is a moment where you are feeling empowered. Maybe there is some lucky news or an interaction you have with someone else that gives you a new lease on life or renewed sense of confidence. This can also bring opportunities your way that feel healing or transformative, or maybe you're mingling with someone influential or powerful, or you're putting yourself out there. You're asking the universe and declaring what you want, or you're taking a step towards a goal or a long-term vision. Interactions with friends can be healing and deep today and just give you a deep sense of belonging and purpose. Pisces, when Mercury in Sagittarius forms a sextile with Pluto in Aquarius, this is an important moment to pay attention to your intuition and to make decisions about your life path and direction based on your gut instincts. Symbols and synchronicities that are showing up in your waking life and in your dreams are directly from source, your ancestors, your spirit guides, and have your best interests at mind. This is also a great moment to feel more confident, to get some things done that have been lingering on your to-do list or causing any anxiety. There's more flow and productivity available to you today. You might also be putting the finishing touches on a specific goal or changing it in some way, but tweaking it so that you are moving forward with more ease and alignment in your life. As always, I hope your daily horoscope has offered some guidance and support throughout your day. And if you can't get enough of this podcast and want more horoscopes, I invite you to join me over on Patreon, where every Sunday you gain instant access to 7 episodes of your daily horoscope for the week ahead, a weekly psychic reading, a monthly tarot spread, and a monthly meetup, which ranges from group tarot readings to group mediumship readings and circles to ask me anything about your personal birth chart. These group monthly meetups have been a real highlight over the past few months, and I am enjoying them so much. There is a link in the show notes to join. It is only $10 a month, and I hope to see you there. As always, I'm sending you love, protection, and blessings in every single dimension. Thanks so much, and see you tomorrow.